Hi, I'm Kim, and this is my partner, Stacey.
Hi.
And we are celebrating our 4-year anniversary today. We're very excited. We're going to head out here in a little bit, but first we wanted to go ahead and make this video. We saw it on the net about it gets better, and we wanted to let people know our story and that it does get better.
Definitely.
So I guess I'll start with my story.
Okay.
I'm a gay woman, and I'm actually intersex as well, and if you don't know what that is, you might want to go ahead and Google it. It's a whole nother video. But it was another thing to deal with growing up, and it was really very hard. It was very isolating, and it was something I just felt like I never fit in anywhere in school. And that kept me really apart from other people, and I got picked on a little bit from people who I think recognized that I was a pretty easy mark. I clearly didn't have anybody to go to. I didn't have anybody to talk to about it. And for me, I was just so fearful of what would happen if people found out about what I was. And at that time, I didn't even quite understand it myself. But that was the real thing, was if people knew, I didn't think they would accept me. So I really kept myself very hidden. And my attractions were kind of the same problem there. I didn't think that there was ever anybody else who was going through what I was going through. And so that, again, kept me really isolated and depressed. And I was pretty suicidal for most of junior high and a lot of high school. Just not getting what the point was. What would be going? Why continue with this if it's just going to be this misery and this isolation? And it was really tough. Even the few friends I did have, I really kind of kept at a distance. But somehow I made it through day after day, and did develop some friendships and tried to figure things out. And I kind of floated through life. I got decent grades. I didn't really cause any trouble. I really just wanted to stay under the radar the whole time. And the whole time I was really struggling, I don't think anybody else really knew about it. I just felt very alone and isolated, and for the longest time I really didn't think it was ever going to get any better. In retrospect, I think junior high and high school was the toughest part. You want to talk about your junior high and high school?
Yeah, the summer before my 8th grade year, my family and I moved to a new town, and my twin brother and I were the new kids at school. And I was able to make one friend, and then there was a group of girls who their leader just did not like me. I never understood why. I didn't do anything to them, but the leader and her group, this group of girls, they put a lot of time and energy into making my life miserable. And also, my dad was an alcoholic, and so I would go to school, and it was a completely miserable experience, very isolating. Unfortunately, I had these girls in almost every class, and as fate would have it. And then I'd go home, and that would also be a miserable situation. I remember my dad being drunk every night, and I would just be scared for my family's safety, and it seemed like I didn't have anywhere to turn. So I was also suicidal at that point. I just felt really hopeless. And in 9th grade, I was able to find a group who really accepted me, just loved me and supported me, and this was in a church in this town, and just really special people. And they also helped me start high school, get started, and there were different ages of people in the group, and so I knew some upperclassmen, and that really helped a lot too. And definitely, as soon as I graduated high school, I moved to a big city. I'm a big city girl, and loved my life. It was so fantastic, just being on my own and making my own life and choosing how I wanted to live and who I wanted to spend my time with, and choosing how I wanted to spend my time. And I loved just getting out on my own and there just hasn't been any looking back since.
Yeah. I mean, for me too, getting out of high school was the start of things going a lot better. It really is the toughest time out there. You don't have control over your situation. You're stuck with people, and you don't get to choose all the time who you're with. You know, as you were saying, sometimes they're in your classes, they're all over you. You go home, you don't get to choose, you don't get to pick your family and stuff. And they can be as much of a problem. But when you get out there, and, you know, I would definitely encourage anybody to go to college. It's, you know, a great place to meet a whole different group of people, and people who are probably a little bit more like-minded. And you could always just find your groups out there.
Mm-hmm. Be exposed to new ideas and meet all kinds of people, and just, it's a great experience.
Yeah, getting out on my own was the hugest thing. You know, I went to college away from home. And then I moved out to Colorado, moved 2,000 miles away. And I love my family; they're great. But I really needed that independence, and it was really what has enabled me to, I think, really enjoy my life since. Is that now everything that I get to do is my decision. It's what I want out of my life, and it's where I feel in control, and it's been great. I also want to talk about, you know, I finally found a peer group of people. You know, not everybody in the group is gay, but finding people who were intersex and finding out that I wasn't alone in the world was really huge. And I really had that feeling of truly being like I was the only one. And, you know, I hope anybody watching this knows you're not the only one out there. There's a lot of people out there who are suffering and who have suffered and get it, and you will find them and meet them, and they will be your friends, and they're going to love you and care about you and take care of you. So find your group, and you know, the odds that you're going to be, just happen to be born into a group of like-minded people, the numbers are against you. But once you're out there making your own decisions, you'll make the numbers work for you, and you will find your group out there. You know, it's not like life is ever just perfect day after day. There's challenges in life, but it does get so much better. I look back 20 years ago being in high school, and I mean, it's just nothing like it. It's completely different. You know, growing up as being different in school was really tough. I mean, being different is the worst thing that could happen to you. Everybody wants to be the same as everybody else. Being unique is not a plus at all. After school, after you get out of there and you get into real life and college, your uniqueness that you have, this personality that you've got that no one else does, it's going to work for you, not against you. It's great. People are drawn to your uniqueness. There are a ton of people who just are the same as everybody else, and they're not interesting, and they're not, you know, people aren't going to be drawn to that, but they're going to be drawn to your unique experiences. And I want to also just express that the pain that you're suffering right now is very real. I wish I could wave the magic wand and make it go away, but you're drawing strength from it. You might not get it right now, but it's going to inform the rest of your life. You are going to build on this pain, and you're going to be all the stronger for it. And the freedom you're going to enjoy when you're out on your own and you're doing your own thing and making your own decisions is going to be all the sweeter for having suffered what you're going through now. And as lame as it sounds, all these experiences, all this bullying, you're building character. And I know that sounds really dumb, but it's really important. It goes again to that uniqueness. You are going to be somebody with a story to tell, and it's going to inform the decisions that you make, and you're going to make your life extraordinary, and you can do absolutely anything you want. You know, I'm almost 40 now, and I never thought I'd be here. I'm in love. I've got a great partner. Like I said, we're celebrating 4 years. If you told me that when I was 17 that I'd ever get to this point, I wouldn't have believed you. But here I am. It's all good. We've got our own home. We keep it the way we want. We live how we want to live. We've got friends around us that care about us and support us and get us. It's really amazing. We can do whatever we want. We've got the means, we've got the ability to do it, we've got the freedom to do it the way I never had it before.
We have great jobs. We love what we do.
Yeah.
So very fortunate.
It really does work out, so stick with it. And I hope you'll get to a point where you can feel like you're helping people too. I mean, this is a great feeling, knowing that my experiences might make it easier for somebody else someday. And, you know, I try to keep active in the community and politics and try to change the world for the better, because I've got the empathy. I know what it's like to go through the hell. And there's going to be people the rest of your life, you're not going to be as stuck with them as you are now, but people who are not going to like you. People who are not going to agree with the way you want to live. And you know what? Fuck them. And you can, as an adult, when you're out of there and you're on your own, you can tell them that. Fuck you. Go do your own thing. I'm going to go live the way I want to. Don't waste your time with them. Surround yourself with the people who get you, the people who understand, the people who love you. They're out there. They're waiting for you. You just got to get through this, and it's going to be so much better. And you're gonna have a great time. You're gonna have a great life, and it really does. It gets better. So, thanks.
Bye.